But in a sense of the flood, even though he's coming again by fire. But when you understand the whole aspect of the rainbow, it's all in our face. You feel what I'm saying? Going with Obama and everything. That's why Biden is pushing everything becoming transgenderism. You feel what I'm saying? Because what that means is that he want to make. Remember how on the ark? Now hear me out, y'all. I'm about to take it deep. Remember on the ark, you had two genders of each species. Remember whatever animal, and obviously you had the man and a woman on the ark. When you understand the whole aspect of that, which is very deep, notice why Obama out of Biden you have what? You remember how the congressman was praying saying a man and a woman? Come on, y'all. That's the transgenderism because they want to make it to where everything is one world order in a sense. You feel what I'm saying? So they want to have it on their arc. They want the new world to be everything intertwined, everything one world. You feel me? Everything is one. They are stronger as one. You get what I'm saying? And I'm actually gonna take it deep right quick. Remember I said Jimmy Carter obviously was from Georgia and he was elected in 1976. Now you remember back in the day I mentioned on part one with Superfly, how Superfly came out in 1972, and you had the guy Ron O'Neal playing Youngblood Priest. Remember I was talking about that. And when you understand that his girlfriend name was, or his girl name was Georgia. Jimmy Carter's girl was, I mean, Jimmy Carter is born in Georgia, man. And remember I said Biden, and remember Biden had to win Georgia in order to defeat Trump. You feel what I'm saying? Look at that, yo. All of this stuff. And got me now how Biden is obviously the 46th president, right? Now look, 1972, the original Superfly came out. Go to 2018, the new Superfly comes out, and it comes out in 46 years later. His girl name is Georgia, and this one was filmed in Georgia. I think the last one was in New York in 1972, but this one is in Georgia. Come on, y'all. And like I said, Superfly don't mean nothing but comes from nothing but the name Beelzebub, which was what the Lord of the Flies, aka Satan. You feel what I'm saying? Beelzebub. You feel what I mean? All of this comes together. Notice why in 1977 Bob Marley dropped Exodus. You feel what I'm saying? He dropped the album Exodus. Come on, y'all. Everything comes together. It's all about who has the eyes to see and the ears to hear. And what I want to talk about too, remember I was already mentioning the whole aspect of the cane. Remember I was mentioning the whole aspect of like the rod of the Messiah, right? And when you understand the rod of the Messiah, aka the cane, the Lewis, which is very deep, this is why they made Superfly in the 1970s. Because, like I was mentioning in the last video, they wanted to defile the cane of the Most High. They wanted to use it for wickedness and for destruction. You feel what I'm saying? Because when you understand the unison of becoming one flesh with the woman, man becoming one flesh with the woman. You feel what I'm saying? In the image of as the image of God. You feel what I mean? And this stuff is deep, y'all. This is why they use the cane for prostitution. You feel what I'm saying? This stuff goes that deep because when you understand it as it's written anyway, the woman is the rib of the man. And when you know about the rib protects the heart and the lungs, man. You feel what I'm saying? And when you understand that as it's written anyway, that the woman is as a pillar of rest. What is the pillar? The stone. You feel what I mean? This is why in the 70s you had what? They had the women's rights. Remember they had the feminism and women of the world unite to oppress against to go against the man and all of this. And notice why the women's rights was always linked up with like black oppression. Remember that whole time back in the old 1900s, you had the black oppression going on, the Jim Crow laws, and all things of that sort during the time of the women's suffrage and everything of that nature. Come on, y'all.